King, welcome to Brainsplain. Right now I'm talking about the relationship between violence and mental illness because there's a school shooting in Texas.
The school has been shot.
He killed 10 people, wounded 13.
The suspect was 17 years old.
I think he had a pistol and he had a rifle or a shotgun and just opened up.
I've had mental health issues of my own coming out of the military and things like that.
Do you feel like people with mental health issues are unfairly targeted when there's a gun violence incident?
Yes.
People look at you funny?
Yes, in a certain way, yes.
Because I suffer from PTSD, depression, anxiety, and all that. It's not just people with mental illnesses that are doing shootings and stuff.
The relationship between violence and mental illness is actually less than you might expect. In 1990, in 2005, 2006, and 2009, there were studies about the relationship between firearm violence and other forms of violence, hitting, assaulting, and having a diagnosis of mental illness. What they found out in these studies was that the amount that violence would be reduced if they were to magically cure schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, and major depression would be between 2 and 19%. Most of the studies showed that it would be between 2 and 10%, which I believe is a low figure. It's not worth depriving people of their liberties, having the police knock on their doors, putting people on registers in order to reduce this one risk factor of gun violence. That's only my opinion. This is a question of value rather than fact. What's your opinion?
I'm just curious. What made you feel that way? I mean, I don't know that would be the standard opinion, so to speak. How did you come to that conclusion?
First of all, they can't cure these mental illnesses. The most that could theoretically be done would be to cure it. But by studying, surveying, having the police knock on people's doors, the theoretical maximum that you could affect the gun violence statistics would be 4%. In reality, it turns out from a 2005 study that when trained psychiatrists are evaluating inpatients and making guesses about who is likely to commit violence in the next year, their guesses are little better than 50-50. I mean, in terms of this patient versus that patient will commit gun violence.
Right.
So you're talking a fraction of a percent that would be done if we were to conduct surveys, put people on registers, and make life hard for the people who would have these already hard diagnoses.
Therefore, if that's not the answer, I'm sure you have another one.
No.
It's the ways of today.
Yeah.
Everybody everybody tough now.
Yes.
So everybody want to be the gangster now. Everybody want to be the cowboy.
If kids are watching video games where people are getting their heads blown off 5-10 per second,
TV shows are mostly violent, even in the cop shows.
there's going to be some kids, some adults who are going to be affected by it.
I feel that the persons doing it have a pent-up anger.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that shooting a gun is a release. I have experience with that. I'm a combat soldier, or was.
What arm of the forces?
Army Ranger, guerrilla war. I was alert. I had close shootings. Everybody was 50 feet or less.
Have you come across people who were untrustworthy when they were using firearms?
Absolutely.
What kinds of people are untrustworthy when they have firearms?
Well, the people that I had, I have to say I had 3 or 4 people. I was on a team of 6.
Mm-hmm.
Over a year, I had a mission I had a 4-day mission once a week.
Okay.
I had 3 people crack up on me, on the mission, in the field, behind the lines.
What causes that?
Well, I guess in my answer has to be my opinion.
Fair.
Okay? All 3 were using some amount of recreational drug. I think that there should be some qualifications. I don't know exactly what they should be, but qualifications before you purchase a gun. I don't see a need for automatic weapons. I was a soldier with missions to kill people. I didn't need really an automatic weapon. I had one, but I don't think I needed it. So why why do we have them here? I can't answer that. I don't see a need to carry a handgun. I think that it puts a person in I think it puts their soul in a tough position once they pick up a gun and decide they want to shoot it. So that's what I think.
I respect that. I happen to agree.